Admittedly, in the entirety of my infertility depression, I was the queen of searching for distractions. And in the moment, I wasn't aware that I was doing that, but I was looking for anything and everything to help me push the focus off of the fact that I was in shock. I had had a doctor tell me something that I did not want to hear, which was I was struggling from infertility. So to deal with that, instead of finding solutions and understanding what it was, I went for every single distraction I could find. I went after surgery. I went after doctors that were gonna medicate me, anything that was gonna give me the end result, which was have a baby. And I did nothing to take a second to stop, to pause, to consider what was the cause of my infertility. And if you've watched any of my videos, if you've watched the video I did with my husband, one of the biggest things that I harbor and hold close to my chest is that I didn't stop. I didn't take a second to consider that there might be an alternative solution. There might be a reason. So whether or not you want to accept this, choosing not to respond to a problem, which is what I was doing, is still a reaction. So inaction is also known as a distraction, which is what I was doing. I was taking every single thing someone could throw at me and trying to pretend it was a solution to not only get us pregnant, but to help me deal with how it was making me feel. Also, action is also known as a solution. These are not the same. Distraction and solutions are not the same thing. So today I want to talk to you about why distractions are not helping you, and you probably know that already. So for those that don't know me, my name is Shannon Wooten. I am a lifestyle infertility coach. I help women who feel disconnected from their bodies heal by owning infertility sucks, you don't. So as I said, solutions are an action. Solutions are an action or a method that help us to solve a problem now as well as in the future. So going back to my example, I was looking to solve the problem in the here, in the now. I was not looking to understand what spawned my infertility. I was not looking to understand what I could do to help it, what I could do to help myself understand it, what I could do to help me through my shock, my anger, my fear, my depression. I was looking for something to help me put a Band-Aid on this, throw money at it, give me something that's going to give me what I want. Not necessarily a solution to help me heal, not only be pregnant, but all of the emotional trauma it was causing me. So I went for a distraction. A distraction is an action or a method that band-aids whatever you're dealing with, that helps us to pretend that we are not affected by whatever it is that is giving us this trauma, that moment of pause, or put you in the middle of a struggle. So solutions help us to move forward, and distractions keep us stuck. So for me, my distraction was, I just want to be pregnant. I just am going to get surgery. I'm just going to take all these drugs. I wasn't doing anything to understand really what was going on. So solutions, they do not prevent future problems. They help make you more equipped to dealing with them should a problem occur again in the future, or something that's similar, or something that's even bigger. So for me, as I said, I was struggling mentally and emotionally and obviously physically by not becoming pregnant, but I wasn't doing anything to help myself deal with that mentally should something else occur that was going to jar me or hurt me or make me equally emotionally, physically as pained in the future. I was band-aiding it. I was using every single excuse I could come by not to focus on it. I was too busy because I was getting ready to go on vacation. I was too busy because I was focused on IUIs and infertility treatments. I was distracted by every single thing I could have possibly been distracted by because I chose that first. I chose a distraction versus looking internally and realizing there could be something wrong. There could be something missing. There could be something that I'm not paying attention to. So we choose distractions because Well, because it's easier to hide the unglamorous than it is to shine the light on the shit that we don't want to see the light of day. The things that we don't want to acknowledge are a part of us, or, God forbid, a flaw. We choose distractions because it's easier than admitting to ourselves that they exist. So for me, it was easier to say, well, I'm just gonna get surgery and I'm gonna be one of those people that get pregnant. I'm just going to take all these drugs and I'm gonna be one of those people that get pregnant. That way, I could slide infertility under the rug and not be affected by it. I wouldn't have to be imperfect. I wouldn't have to feel all of the ways that it made me feel imperfect. I would just do all these things, take the distraction, and that would become my solution. I would never have to admit it, and no one would ever be none the wiser. But as you can see, because it took me 4 years to overcome that depression and we're still not pregnant, it wasn't a solution. It was just a distraction. So why go in search of the hard stuff? Why go for the solution? Admit that you're struggling. Why admit that you have this unglamorous side of you? Why do all these things? Well, because the only way to cure the darkest parts of ourselves is to shine the light on them. And the only way that I ever got to a place where I was willing to accept that I was in the struggle, that I wasn't in the struggle alone, I was in the struggle with my husband, was by acknowledging that every effort that I took, every distraction that I took on to fix me, to fix infertility, to fix this situation was not a solution. And then I had to shine the light on it. I had to become focused that something else was going on. Something else was wrong. So because we choose to find distraction as a way to sweep all our shit under the rug and put a Band-Aid on it, if you will, it keeps us stuck. It keeps us in a place where we're not equipped to heal any bigger problems or any bigger issues that come away in our future, because they will. That's life. Shit happens. I mean, there's a bumper sticker, there's t-shirts, there's everything. Shit happens. It's life. So in choosing to go for the distraction, in choosing to engage with feelings of this isn't happening to me, you're not allowing yourself to heal. You're not allowing yourself to consider something is actually wrong and I need to find a solution. I need to do the hard shit. And a happy life is not a life without problems. Like I said, life is always going to have problems. A happy life is shining a light on the problems when they exist, is finding ways to deal with the problem when it does come to light, and then finding the way to overcome it, and not buying into your distractions more than your ability to take whatever is plaguing you, whatever is you're struggling with head on, and saying, I have faith that I can handle this. I had no faith that I could handle infertility. None. It was bigger than me. It was too big, until I got to the place where I realized I was engaging in all of my distractions more than I was engaging in the possibility for me to find acceptance, for me to find a solution, for me to find out what the hell was wrong with me in causing infertility. So a happy life is deciding what you're made of, is believing that you can overcome it, and having the courage to go out and live as the person that you are, and believing that you're worthy of more than just engaging your distractions. You're worthy and stronger than you're even aware of, and capable of saying, I'm going to go in search of a solution and I'm going to find a way to deal with this. Because living as a shell of myself and hiding from all of the things that make me feel bogged down and make me feel like I'm incapable of being my happiest self is not living, it's existing. So again, the only way to cure the darkest parts of yourself is by shining the light on them. And that is overcoming your distractions and knowing that they're not helping you. Only the solution and going in search of the hard shit is going to be what helps you. All right, guys, thank you so much for signing on. Show me some love if you like this video, and hop on over to Life with Shannon. If you've missed any of my other videos, check them out. Give me some comments and feedbacks. Let me know if you have any discussion items you want to keep an open dialogue on, because you know I love having this communication with you. It means so much to me. whatever you're facing, whatever struggle that you're in, my heart is already with you. Do not give up on yourself. Do not believe that you need to go in search of your distraction and that you're incapable of dealing with whatever the solution shines a light on that needs to be for you to handle. You can handle it. Have faith in yourself. Be good to yourself. Have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.